Cheers.
How many pictures are on Yelp? Pull up all these pictures and you're like, oh, that's the dessert you're eating? All right, Michelle. That's the candle? Okay, that's the same candle. I know where you're at. 45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes to an hour. Wait, can you run that long? No offense.
That's how I got married. Now you know, first date, bro.
Was that what you did?
Yeah, my first date with her.
And look at.
I think a guy's more comfortable being alone than a girl, but I mean that's a whole
Really?
nother
You think so?
subject. I think
First and foremost, welcome to the Men Don't Know podcast. I'm the man of many friends, your host and creator, Chris Boone. And here on the podcast, we talk with a bunch of guys. We ask a bunch of women questions over wine and cocktails. Now, whether you're listening to it on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Pandora, YouTube, Audible, or you downloaded that Men Don't Know podcast app, I can't thank y'all enough. Merch store's open as always, but hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1, shoot me an email, chris@mendontknow.com, or hop on the mendontknow.com website and shoot me a message. Coy, my guy.
Yes.
How are we living?
What's going on, man?
Not much. Back from a little vacay. How you living? Oh, man.
Pretty good.
All right.
How you living?
Good, man. Question of the day. We are calling the ladies to figure out how to keep a woman.
Ladies. How to keep her.
How to keep them. And they always say you got to date them to keep them. But in essence, how do you keep them? You know.
Not just a lock. Combination.
No. Here we go. Let's call. Hey, what up? I know you at work, but I appreciate you picking up. I'm here with Coy.
My pleasure.
Coy said,
hey, Coy.
Oh,
What's going on?
God,
Thanks for calling in at work.
Of course.
My
A
old,
little break.
my little dusty ass. Hey, Coy. Hey, we doing? God damn. Okay. Anyway, Nina, the question of the day is, how do us men keep our women? I'm not gonna lie to you. It's getting a little hot outside. Some of the questionable relationships are heading into breakup season. I mean, cuddle weather is coming to an end.
If it even started.
Yeah.
Because, you know,
Damn.
I mean, it's so.
Yeah, if it even started, that's true too.
I mean, it's all about the same way that you got her, is the same way you keep her. So you still have to date each other. Dates might look a little bit differently than what they did in the beginning, depending, you know, if you have children or just different circumstances in life.
Yeah.
But even doing the small things,
Like
when you go to the grocery store and say, like, you know, because I have a favorite brand of gummy bears that I have no business eating, but I only want this one brand, the Albanese brand, which I just absolutely love. And if there's no gummy bears, there's always gummy worms.
Yeah.
And when he's out and he knows that I love him, so he'll get them, whether it's a small bag, the big bag. But that's so thoughtful.
Damn.
He knows, like, those gestures are very important.
Huh. Now, let me ask you this. Let's speak from a different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
A guy's coming to you and says, hey, Nina, look, I haven't been the greatest of boyfriends, but I really want to get back to, I want this to work.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the things I can do to show her I'm serious and committed?
Well, I would ask him, like, well, what did he do before? Like, to pique her interest. Like,
Man,
what did you do before?
We were having fun. We were just, we were spending time, and we were always trying new things. And
Are you speaking from a standpoint they just broke up?
no, they haven't broke up, but things are rocky.
Things are rocky.
Things are rocky, but I feel like she's the one. How do I get her back? Into I guess how do we get that? How do I relight that old flame?
Okay.
The way to relight the old flame is definitely you need to go back and dating her and doing the small things. Like you said, you like to try new things. Like, being a chip head, we love trying chips. and that's a new thing. Like, yeah, we
A chip head.
heads.
Have you ever heard of that, Troy? A chip head?
No, I think we are chip heads, but I never heard of the term.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we love chips, and they'll be like this new chip, and he's like, "Oh my god, here's some new chips," and we try them.
Okay.
And that right there, that is like such a small but large gesture, because there's ways without breaking the bank, especially because things are very expensive these days.
Yeah, 100%.
So you just become creative. It's about being creative and coming to her, not just being like, okay, let's just try these chips.
Right.
You still have to have the conversation with, I know that we haven't been in the best place, and I haven't been the best person.
Yeah.
And that's how you start off. And, I want to be better. And I want us to get back to how we used to be. And then you just always have to show up. When you're not,
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I want you to.
And when you're not feeling your best, you need to let her know you're not feeling your best. And that's okay. It's okay to not feel okay.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you appreciate, do you think women appreciate when a guy can come to her and say, hey, look, I'm just having a rough day?
Yes, as long as every day is not a rough day.
Okay.
Hey, remember yesterday? It's today.
Yeah. Like everyone has their seasons.
Yeah.
But it's just the way that you approach it. But it's every day for like let's say a full quarter. Yeah. It's a bad day. That's exhausting. Yeah. Where the occasional today was a little rough, but we're gonna work through it. Yeah. Because there's ways to say things. At this point, AI is free. Ask AI.
Oh yeah.
To give you another way of saying something.
Damn. She's cooking. Good skillet out.
Hey, okay, so in our scenario, the guy feels like things are rocky.
Yeah.
How could he improve things? Do the girls ever do that too when they don't feel like, things are doing good? Will they step up and say, hey, initiate the contact?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Women are chatty creatures. So, yeah, of course. We want to talk about everything.
But do you think you guys will be receptive to what he's doing? Because a lot of times when a guy is trying to be better and do better, I feel like some situations, not all,
right?
Women are like, what's the catch? Why are you doing that?
All of a sudden.
And it's like that's a mood killer.
Right. And that's why I said it's good to have the conversation before you go in with these amazing gestures.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we try something that's out of your element, you're going to be like, what's wrong? What'd you do wrong?
Right.
This is not you.
Yeah.
Right. You haven't been doing this for like 3 months and all of a sudden you're going to spring and do it versus having the conversation first. And you could still present the present, whatever the present may be, whether it's a walk in the park, on a beach, down a grocery aisle, whatever, but you still should have the conversation before.
Yeah.
So therefore she's prepared, like, oh, okay, like she's not surprised, because then it's like, well, and that's the thing. It's like, we're excited, but where did this come from? Who are you?
Damn.
What did you do?
Yeah.
Should I be worried when I get home?
Yeah.
Because it's just there. It was just bam versus having the conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Communication is key.
Super key.
Like, that's just what it is.
Key. Super, super key. I think even when you over communicate, it's like, I'm just want to make sure that the lines and the signals are clear and we are here. Like, like you say, you want a co-pilot, not a passenger.
Agreed.
I think a lot of people have, and from what I
know the difference.
Know the difference.
Yeah, you got to know the difference.
And
not everybody's a co-pilot.
No, because I feel like when things get bad, people are hitting that button up top. Like, what the fuck's going on?
Right.
Instead of saying, how do we... In a relationship, I think everybody needs to be solutions-based. if there's a problem, let's figure out what the solution to it is.
I mean, that's in a great world, that would be it. But sometimes it takes, time, and there's lessons, and even if it's like brainstorming, but that's all based on communication. But you can't come into the communication with a negative attitude about to curse each other out.
Yep.
Like,
Go ahead. Yep. All those.
So you have to be prepared. You have to be prepared to want to listen, and you have to be prepared to want to receive, and not say anything. Like, now I come to you want to have a conversation. I've learned that I have to ask just certain of my friends, like, do you just want me to listen, or do you want me to say something?
Yep. Are you looking for advice, or you just need to vent?
Right.
Yep. 100%.
Yeah.
All right, Nina. I appreciate you. I'm gonna let you get back to work. See you
All
tomorrow.
right. Yes, see you tomorrow.
All right, later.
Bye, Nina.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
I wonder if she's tried the hot chip. I was going to ask her.
Oh, good.
Hot chip challenge.
I don't know. That is a good question. I never heard chip head before, but yeah.
So we got your kettles. You got your the cheddar ruffles, the Frito-Lays.
I do not know why her phone never rings.
It's not ringing?
No, but she'll pick up.
Hello.
See? How we doing?
See? Did you think I wasn't going to answer?
No, because your phone never rings for some reason when I call it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. But you always pick up, so I'm not worried about it. Ash, I'm here with Koi. Koi, say what's up to Ash.
Who is this? Who's this?
What was that?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
What's up, Ash? Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
She was fucking with you.
So where's my hair?
Well, the phone miscommunicated right there. What's up, Ash?
Well, whatever. You get a high koi. You don't get big
There you go.
fat
That's what I'm
today.
talking about. Wow. Keep it blunt, firm. All right, Ash. Question of the day. Wanted to call you, get your input on it. I was explaining to Nina that it is we're coming upon breakup season from those winter flings, from cuddle season.
Yep, right before Valentine's Day.
Cut bait.
Damn. But there are some guys that want to stay, and they've built a bond, and they actually really like the girl they're with, even though they've made a couple mistakes. And I don't want to say they're not big mistakes, but there's been a couple
Enough to just kind of make you like,
question it.
Yep.
How can they keep their woman?
First off, actions speak louder than words. So we can hear the apologies, we can hear, X, Y, Z. But if you're saying, I'm going to do better, I'm going to show up for you, I'm going to do this, and you don't, that just shows us right here we're not the prior, fixing this, or our relationship isn't the priority that you say it is, because your actions are showing, I can just do it later.
Okay. I mean, I guess too.
That's the first step, I guess.
Okay.
The actions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So go ahead with number 2.
No, I guess now it's like, will you be receptive to the things I'm doing?
Would I as the woman?
Yeah. Or are you going to say, why are you doing this? What's going on?
Well, no, because that's obviously something's bothered. I'm a very vocal person. So if something's bothering you, we have that conversation, and you took, accountability, and you're wanting to make these things, then I'm not going to question why you're doing it. If I have to say it'd be nice if you got flowers at the store, jokingly, but then I still would question that'd be nice, but if you're going to say you're making that effort, I'm not going to question you. So, and if I do, that's going to push you kind of away to not want to put that effort in, because it's am I doing it for nothing?
Yeah.
It does break somebody down, guy or girl.
Yeah, it does.
You're trying,
100%.
and then and if you're going to question it, it's then why am I trying?
That's that right there is I think anybody's fear. It's like that. I'm doing all the things, but yet you're still questioning all the things.
It's never good enough.
Yeah. Meanwhile, like I get you brought the table, but I'm supplying everything that's on the table. Like this is,
Exactly.
I'm being a co-pilot, not a passenger.
And then also, like, one thing too, like, I know a lot of people that have gone through some stuff, and I'm like, just remember, like, yeah, they're like, yeah, they've been doing good for, like 2 weeks, but they have a long road to go. And I'm like, I understand that, but you said 2 weeks. That's a long time of being consistent. Like, no one's going to be 100% perfect.
No.
And so, like, everyone's going to have falters for days.
Yeah.
But it's encouraging and, like, being positive reinforcement. Like, hey, I notice you, I see you, and I appreciate the effort you're putting in. Because that makes them feel like I am doing that work, and she sees it.
Yep.
And then it creates a better environment, and I think it creates a better bond to, like, reconciling whatever the issue was.
Yeah. I think,
or just fuck around and find out.
We got too much of that. It comes, I guess, to me, like, what do you think real women want to be treated like that old school love? And do you think that's what's missing from relationships? And let me preface this by old school love. Do you think do they miss the let's go for coffee together? Let's the
simple but like
open
nice
the door,
kind of thing.
like let me buy you flowers, but take it out of the plastic and leave you handwritten notes.
Oh,
Does that
I don't
even
even
mean?
like I love handwritten notes.
Really?
That's like
I guess that's a good question, huh, Coy?
I've read that before.
Like I'm a person that likes to leave little notes. Like I'll put it in your bag or sneak it in there. So like when you're doing something, you're like, oh shit, that was nice.
Mm-hmm.
And so like that's something my partner does. Like he'll write little notes, or like I don't even care if the freaking flowers are in the plastic. I'm just like, oh, you got me flowers. Like it's a nice little gesture. I think a lot of people. It just depends. I feel like this newer generation is kind of used to just like the fucking around, or but wants to be treated like the queen. Yeah. But you're not giving out queen energy, and you're not like treating them with the respect to give that back.
Yeah.
But I do I would like that old school kind of love, but like I'm a realist.
Yeah. I mean,
like it's not all out there, and everyone's different. But as long as you're doing just cute little things, like I don't need it every day, but it's like, oh, here's this, or like I bought you this because I thought about you, or the simplest of things, a snack from a freaking gas station, like my favorite thing. It's just like those little thoughts. So effort go a long way, at least for me.
No, I like that. I think I always think like, is it the guys? Is it? Are they not doing the things they need to do, or they're missing doing, or is it the idea of? I mean, is it the idea of? Let's say, I don't know. Like sometimes I wonder if men are doing enough, and by enough, I don't mean a lot. I just mean the right things. Are they doing enough of the right things? Meaning, like, she may her thing may be just like, Doc, get the laundry folded before she get home. Like, this is a team. Like we are like we are a team. Like, do the dishes, get the laundry folded, get the kids ready, like get the house, mop, vacuum. It may not be to her standards, but like I think effort holds weight.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I also think too it depends on either how some people were raised or what they saw relationship dynamic wise, and then what their past relationships have, because they could have come from a toxic environment where no matter what you did, it was wrong. So it's kind of like, okay, well, I'm just not going to do really anything because I don't want to make you uncomfortable. But I don't, I feel like communication, that's something I'm open with from the beginning. This is what I like to do. Yeah. I'll do this for you. I don't expect it. I'm not going to expect you to do anything if you want to. Great. It shows me how much you care. Right. But I think it really depends on, I feel like if it's a man that wants to, he's dating with intention, he will do things that's it's hey, I care about you. I love you. I'm thinking about you. I think it just comes natural to those who are really
in it. For, no, I'm not trying to play with you. Like, this is what we're
Right.
trying to do. Like,
And I think the ones that you're like, oh, like little, like you're dating, but it's kind of like a whatever situation.
Yeah.
And like, and maybe they just never had that. And so, but I think it just depends. But I just like effort. I like to show me that you care. I don't ask for a lot. I really don't. I'm very simple.
I like that.
And so when I like the little things, I'm like, oh my God, thank you. I just get real excited.
All right, Ash, we appreciate you to the moon and back. I'm going to hit you up and see if we can link up this weekend.
All right, sounds good. Appreciate y'all.
Always. Take it easy.
Ash.
Bye.
See ya.
Later. Let me ask you this. You think do you think it's reciprocated correctly, or talk has to happen before the, like, hey, look.
It really depends on your personality
Yeah.
too. If you're a type of guy who sometimes you're very low key and I don't want to say mechanical, but you're very routine, then all of a sudden you do stuff, it's gonna look
Weird.
suspicious. Now,
Okay.
if you're like an outgoing guy anyways, I don't think you need like a real big talk. I think you could just book something that you think, and then you could say, hey, you know what? I booked us a little getaway or whatever. Things haven't been good here. I just want to.
I want us to have a fresh start.
Let's. Yeah, I don't
Not
like
a fresh
not a fresh start, but more like let's just get away, forget about troubles, and then maybe we could talk about it more and stuff. But like, you could also talk about it ahead of time too, if you need to. Hey, you know what? Things aren't doing good. I'm gonna try to,
like I want us both to put more effort into it. I want us both to be on the same page.
Yeah.
And this is, and these are my things, and let's start from here with a clean slate. So, but I mean, that's yeah. I mean,
and what she was saying, what Ashley said about all you've known too is big, because let's say you grew up in a household where your parents were toxic and it's just bad. That's all you know.
All you know is toxic.
All you know, but at the same time, you can also use that to course correct too in your life. Say, hey, you know what? I saw this in my parents. I saw this in my parents. I don't like it, and I don't want to be this with my girl.
Now you spit.
And then you could use it as that.
Yeah. Nah, Doug. I mean, I think that is one of the difficult things when you get into a relationship, when one person, all they know is
toxic,
bad, and the other person, all they know is like, damn, we got to enjoy life for what it is. Like, the time on earth is very
But how did those two people end up being together? Was all that not disclosed in the beginning? What type of people
it's
they are?
It's not even, and some people can think they're healed, but they're not.
Yeah,
and some people have, and you just never know. But it's always two people trying to work together for the greater good. Right. But yeah, that's crazy. I never thought about that, and I got to table that for another discussion. But yeah, man, damn, that's good. Let's get up out of here. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for listening. Whether you listen to it on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Pandora, YouTube, Audible, you downloaded that Men Don't Know podcast app. I can't thank y'all enough. Merch store is open as always. Hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, Chris at MenDon'tKnow.com, or hop on the MenDon'tKnow.com website and shoot me a message. Call my guy. We are out.
How many pictures are on Yelp? Pull up all these pictures and you're like, oh, that's the dessert you're eating? All right, Michelle. That's the candle? Okay, that's the same candle. I know where you're at. 45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes to an hour. Wait, can you run that long? No offense.
That's how I got married, dog. First date, bro.
Was that what you did?
Yeah, my first date with her.
And look at
I think a guy's more comfortable being alone than a girl, but I mean, that's a whole nother
You think so?
I think